Thomas, Blair, and Dodge were making their way down the line trying to look for the leader of the Diesels. It wasn't long before they came to a bridge with a drawbridge in the middle. Thomas had just gone over the drawbridge when all of a sudden it raced up, and Splatter and Dodge had to stop. "Hey, what gives?" said Splatter. "Hey, wait a minute, where's Patriot?" "He was here a minute ago," said Dodge. "Do you think the Diesels got him?" "You're being awfully quiet back there, Splotch." "Splotch?" "Oh no. Meanwhile, Oliver, Ryan, and Roxanne were making their way towards Wellsworth Station. And then there was this one time when my brake van Toad saw a whale on the beach at Bluff's Cove. At first I didn't believe him, but on the way back from Knapford, I then saw it and knew he wasn't lying. "Come on, Bowler, it's now or never," said Diesel 10. But the Diesels weren't quick enough to get Ryan and accidentally took Roxanne by mistake. But Oliver and Ryan didn't notice. Back on the other railway, Griffin was waiting for one of his henchmen to bring him Ryan. Just then, Hunter and Shunter arrived with Splatter and Dodge. "We got Splatter and Dodge," said Shunter. "Good work," said Griffin. Just then, Diesel 10 and Bowler arrived. "Alright, we got Roxanne," said Diesel 10. "Are you happy now?" "Do I look like I'm happy?" "Oh, wait a minute," said Bowler. "Yeah, we got the wrong engine, didn't we?" "Yeah," said Griffin. "You were supposed to get Ryan. You know, the purple tank engine with the number 1014 and the letters G and R on its side tanks. That was your last chance. And well, no more chances for you guys." "Oh, come on, Griffin. You can't just give us 2 chances. It works like this. 3 strikes and you're out, and we've only gotten 2. I've already given you 3 chances. Your first chance was when you tried to take over the island the first time, and that time you failed. And then your second and third chances were when you were trying to capture Ryan, and both times you have failed. So yeah, 3 strikes and you're out." "Baron, Jetson," said Griffin. "Take these 3 engines to the scrapyard, and then tell the other Diesels to help me find Ryan." "Sure thing, Griffin." "Sorry guys, Griffin's orders." "Wait, can't we talk about this, Griffin?" "Afraid not. Come on, Griffin, have a heart." "Griffin, you can't do this." "Griffin, Griffin, Griffin." Splatter and Dodge were shocked by the fact that their former boss was being sent to the scrapyard. "What do we do with these 2? asked Hunter. What? Oh. Take them to the scrapyard too. I mean, where else would you take them? Back to Sodor? I don't think so." "Alright," said Hunter, and he and Shunter took Splatter and Dodge away. Elsewhere, Ricky, Adam, Brian, and Spancan were still looking for Diesels that they could hopefully capture. They soon arrived at a junction. "I need to fill up on water real quickly," said Ricky, and he puffed over to the nearby water tower. "Me too," said Adam. "You guys can go on ahead. We'll catch up." So the points changed, and Spancan and Brian continued down the other line. No one knew that Mason was hiding behind some of the buildings at Toby's windmill. Spancan rolled through the junction, but as soon as Brian came underneath the windmill, Mason pounced. Spancan, however, didn't notice, and he continued down the line. "Alright, you," said Mason. "You look like you know something. Tell me the location of Ryan so I can bring him to my leader. But Ryan didn't say a word. Mason was completely unaware of the fact that Brian couldn't speak. When I ask a question, I expect an answer, said Mason. Where is Ryan? But Brian still didn't speak. Not talking, huh? Said Mason. Well, I'll take you to Griffin and we'll sort you out. Adam was taking his turn at the water tower. Just then, he and Ricky saw Mason push Brian away. Oh no, Adam, did you see that? Said Ricky. One of the diesels got Brian. Oh dear, this isn't good. We're starting to lose more members by the minute. Soon there's going to be none of us left. We'll probably all be captured, and then we'll probably all be scrapped. This isn't good. At a junction, Oliver and Ryan were puffing through. Oliver, however, didn't know which way he was going. He went one way, and all of a sudden the points changed and Ryan went the other way. But Ryan had a song in his head and his eyes were closed, so he wasn't paying attention to anything that was going on around him. And Oliver didn't know that the track he was on was going to take him all the way back to Wellsworth. Griffin was at Wellsworth Station looking for Ryan. Just then, Mason rolled up with Brian. I see you got another engine, Mason, said Griffin. Yes, said Mason. I'm trying to get him to tell me where Ryan is, but he won't speak. Well, maybe he doesn't know, said Griffin. I know he knows something, said Mason, and I'm trying to get him to tell me what. Well, if we're going to get answers out of him, we'll need to find a good place to get them, said Griffin. What do you mean? Asked Mason. Come with me, said Griffin. And Griffin and Mason rolled away with Brian. No sooner were Griffin and Mason gone with Brian when Oliver puffed into the station. How in the world did I get back here? Asked Oliver. Just then he looked back and saw that Ryan and Roxanne were not with him. Oh no, said Oliver. The diesels must have gotten them. Just then Oliver heard the humming of a diesel engine, but before he could run away, around the corner appeared... Sydney, cried Oliver. You're okay. Huh? Oh, yes, of course I'm okay. I thought the diesels got you, said Oliver. They almost did, said Sydney, but, well, I managed to escape, although I can't remember how. Just then they heard the humming of another diesel engine. Quick, get behind the station, said Sydney, and Oliver reversed back a bit, and Sydney pulled into the siding. Around the corner appeared Parker. Hey, I found Oliver. He's over here, cried Sydney. Wait, what? Sydney, what are you doing? Cried Oliver. How could you do this? Does the name Sydney ring a bell to you? Asked Sydney. I don't get what you're saying, said Oliver. Sydney? Sydney? Sid? No. You know, Thomas, it's times like these that remind me of my last few days on the Great Western Railway. Back in those days, it was just me, Toad, and a few other engines, including my best friend, a blue tank engine named Sid. But as the days went on, the diesels soon began to arrive and take over our jobs. One by one, the engines started to disappear. Me and Toad could only watch as the horrible diesels took the steam engines to the scrapyard. Soon it was just me, Toad, and Sid. And after the diesels got Sid, I knew I had to escape. That's right, I'm the engine once known as Sid. When the diesels first came to the Great Western Railway and started saying how revolutionary and important they were, I knew I wanted to be one of them. When they shunted me into the scrap shed, I was Sid, the steam engine. And when I came out of the shed, I was Sydney, the diesel. After that, I took great pride in helping the diesel scrap the remaining steam engines. And then sometime later, I was brought to Sodor and created the whole forgetful memory thing. But I've told you too much already. Parker, take him away. And with that, Parker shunted Oliver away. Meanwhile, Ryan was puffing through a junction when all of a sudden, I got him. I got Ryan. Griffin, where are you? I got the engine you were looking for. Help! Meanwhile, Spancan and Golden and Gilbert met at a junction. Spancan, said Golden Gilbert, the Diesels have gotten Percy, Sydney, and the boss. Oh yeah, said Spancan. Well, I saw one of the Diesels taking away Oliver, and it looks like Sydney is on their side. Oh dear, this is terrible, said Gilbert. We're not going to win this one, said Spancan. Nonsense, said Gilbert. We mustn't give up. We have to try, said Golden Gilbert. Yeah, you're right, said Spancan, but I just don't know what to do next. Then there was trouble. Aha! Without even thinking, Spancan charged at Randall and gave him a huge bump. Spancan pushed Randall up onto a bridge, and soon Randall was dangling over the side. Okay, Randall, said Spancan, I want to know, where have you and your diesel friends taken all of the steam engines and diesel engines that have been in our group? Sorry, you're asking the wrong engine, said Randall. Okay, they're on the other railway, they all are, and so are the engines that have gone missing over the past few months. Thank you, says Spancan, and he knocked Randall off the edge. No, Spancan, said Golden Gilbert, take this coal car and give it to as many of the engines on the other railway as you can. I need to find Thomas and the remaining engines and gather them all up. And Golden Gilbert raced away. Spancan buffered up to the coal car and hurried away to the Vickerstown Bridge. Meanwhile, Ricky and Adam met up with Thomas. Thomas, said Adam, one of the Diesels got Brian. Well, all my teammates are gone, said Thomas. Forgive me for saying this now, but when we were on our way over here, I saw that a green diesel had Ryan, said Ricky. They got Ryan, said Thomas. Yeah. We need to go help him, said Thomas. We can't allow for the diesels to capture Ryan, nor can we allow for them to capture anyone else. We're going to find Ryan and we're going to save him as well as all of our other friends. Now come on.